Hello everyone, and today we are going to visit an olive farm and learning about olives, different type of olives, and of course drinking olive oil as well. Today we are near Valdemassa, an area on the island of Mallorca that has a lot of olive farms. It is time to learn more about this interesting small fruit. There are two different types of olive trees. One is the wild one that has olives that have not a lot of flesh in them, mainly pit, and then the cultivated one mixed with different trees, varieties over years, centuries to create the best optimum olive for production. Also, the cultivated olive oil tree won't grow normally in this way. If you don't trim them regularly, they become a bush rather than a nice tree. The olives are farmed by using an electric tool that shakes the olives from the tree so they can be picked up from the ground. But do you know what extra virgin olive oil actually is?
Extra virgin is a quality label. It means that you have just olive juice in your hand, in your package, which has just been produced by mechanical means and with a controlled temperature. And humans, after a laboratory test, checking all the scientific parameters, levels of peroxides, acidity, and many other levels which you have to contain, like the waxes, all the contents of the olives. After a laboratory test, which has been successfully, it comes to a table in an institution, which is like the controlling institution, which is composed by experts doing just the same thing that we are going to do now. So humans checking with their sensory system if the oil is within the quality levels which are defined to be as an extra virgin.
If you don't have a quality label such as extra virgin olive oil, you might have more of the following scenarios.
Aurea oleum or something like this, producing in Mallorca olive oil in his below his living house, just mixing oils, sunflower oil and other things, and selling it as an ecological, extra virgin Mallorcan oil. It's interesting that these stone walls have been here for centuries, ages, and no cement is used. It's just literally gravity. They pull them on top of each other and just standing here so the water can flow through as well. It's not blocked, it's all natural, and standing there for hundreds of years, that's quite an achievement. You can think of olive oil whatever you think, but this story might explain maybe a bit more.
Humans who have thrived on olive oil for its high contents in vitamins, high contents in nutrients. And it is essential that we start considering this now again as this source of wonder. You know, more and more doctors start telling their patients, you know, eat a lot more olive oil. You need to eat more olive oil. Dr. Grunsby, I think, is a quite well-known American lung and heart doctor. He says food is only a pretext for olive oil. You know, just eat as much olive oil as you can. There is not one thing that olive oil is not good for. So they say an old lady in those islands, you know, where they live to 120, these old ladies, they drink an average of 20 liters of olive oil per year. How much do you guys eat?
It's good to find a quiet spot here because it was raining on the farm, but we went inside and that was like one of the weirdest experiences I ever had in my life, I think, because we were inside and then there was 4 blue shot glasses standing in front of us, and then she said, we are going to do some olive oil tasting. I was like, okay, what does that mean? Like, we were heating the oil in the glass in our palm of our hand to make it warm, so the aromas could be released and you could really smell the flavor of the oil. And then the person in front of us, in front of me, he was just like chucking it away as if it was a shot, which is strange. I've never did this before, and like, is this not like red wine tasting or like wine tasting, which I never did before either? And how am I supposed to do this? So first oil, cook away. Second, third, fourth, we'll all drink it, but it's kind of strange because you can really tell the differences between the different oils. So the first two were like a virgin olive oil, where one of them smelled nice, had a little bit of flavor, but it slowly evaporated from your mouth while you were drinking it. And then the other virgin olive oil had a little bit of a bitter aftertaste. And she said, if it has a bitter aftertaste, then the quality is apparently better. Then there was an olive oil, which was just the cheap one that you can find in any supermarket, that literally had no taste. It had still some smell, but not a lot of taste. And then the extra virgin olive oil, that one tasted even more bitter, very strong in the throat in the end, and a lot of fruity flavor in this instance. So if you're ever in Mallorca and wonder what to do, just visit an olive oil farm and start drinking olive oil, and maybe you can taste the difference.